This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we talk about Michigan officially receiving the notice of allegations from the NCAA, what all of that means, plus some big fall camp updates on the quarterback battle between Davis Warren and Alex Orji, what we can expect in the game against Fresno State as they both could potentially be playing in that game, plus some good news on the offensive line as it's a three-man race in the starting spot at center, plus a sophomore offensive tackle emerging as a contender at right tackle. We also got some recruiting news on a flip target, the 5-star running back Savion Hyder, and much more. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so I first did want to talk about Michigan officially receiving the notice of allegations from the NCAA over alleged sign stealing. I'm not going to talk about this too much because it's basically the same thing that we've talked about in the past, and the official notice of allegations is expected to be quite similar to the NOA draft that was leaked to ESPN by the NCAA, and in that draft only one current member of the staff, head coach Semaj Morgan, was named in that draft, and that is not expected to change. And there's also former head coach Jim Harbaugh, former linebackers coach Chris Partridge, former staffer Denard Robinson, and Connor Stalions are accused of level 1 violations. However, Moore was reportedly facing a level 2 for allegedly deleting a thread of 52 text messages with Stalions. Now, Moore did say a few weeks ago to the media, he said, "We're cooperating with the NCAA fully, have in the past, will in the future," and all he really said about it is, "I look forward to the text being released, that's it." Now, Michigan does have 90 days to respond in writing to the NOA. I believe they could ask for more time, and the NCAA will also have 60 days to reply to the response. So we're going to have the whole football season to go through before Michigan even has to respond, and then after that, the NCAA will then have to reply to the response. But it's basically the same thing we've been saying. Michigan, I'm sure, will accept a fine. Maybe Semaj Morgan gets a game or two suspension, but I feel like other than that, that's really going to be the major punishments coming out of this. And I think many people agree with that. Obviously, besides rival fans that really want the hammer to come down, but that's just not going to happen. So that's what I'm going to say about that. We do have some fall camp updates here. First, wanted to start about the quarterback battle, as we are 5 days away from Michigan's opener against Fresno State. And according to Sam Webb of the Michigan Insider, he said that Davis Warren has had an outstanding camp and that he has been good enough, in fact, that he has kept Alex Orji from winning the job in a runaway type of way. They still expect Orji to win the job, and I'm sure he will be the starting quarterback to start out against Fresno State. However, Davis Warren could get a series or two against Fresno State that isn't just, towards the end of the game when the game is over. And according to Sam Webb, two biggest reasons that could happen is because he will have earned it, and he's also on track to being the backup, and it would help to get him some meaningful reps, if his number gets called. So let me know what you guys think. 5 days away. I mean, it's coming up quick. And we've talked about it before. Alex Orji has been impressive using his leg. They say he's improved his passing. However, they've also said that Davis Warren is the best passer. But at the end of the day, like Kurt Campbell said, it's going to be the quarterback that moves the ball the best and allows the offense to move the ball the best down the field. And we also got some good news on the offensive line for Michigan. But real quick here, before we continue this video, I did want to give a shout out to today's sponsor and throughout this football season, BetUS. Listen guys, they have all the odds you need this upcoming football season, both college football and NFL. Now last week I made a bet on the Lions game as they played the Steelers Saturday. They were an underdog to win that game, and at the time the spread was the Steelers favored to win by 7. I placed a bet on that. Lions ended up winning the game, so we won that bet and were able to win $100. Now looking at the Michigan Fresno State game, they're favored to win by 21.5. And listen, I know Fresno State is a pretty decent team. It's going to be, I think, a nice first test for Michigan, but I think Michigan can cover this spread in this one, especially with their defense. Now, there's also the over-under of 45.5, but I'm going to bet on the spread. Michigan covering, put 110, win 100, and obviously you guys can make this bet in many other bets this upcoming weekend for all these college football games. Also, BetUS is currently offering a 125% deposit match on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. So link below, go check them out, and obviously please gamble responsibly. But to continue here on the offensive line, the sophomore offensive tackle Evan Link has been impressive this fall camp, and according to Sam Webb of the Michigan Insider, he potentially has emerged as a surprise contender at right tackle and has only gotten strong enough that he could potentially beat out Jeff Percy and Alex Gentry for the spot at right tackle. So very interesting there. Obviously nice to hear as well. Gonna need some new players to step up on the offensive line, and I do think the offensive line is going to be fine. Yeah, we're replacing the whole starting offensive line from last year, but we got a lot of talent in that room ready to go. That's just been waiting for their chance. Also, at starter, at center, it was thought to be between Greg Crippen and Raheem Anderson. However, Dominic Giudice has had a great camp and is a threat at the position, and he is adding an even more competition at that center position. And also, according to Sam Webb, the Michigan Insider, they say that Semaj Morgan was absolutely lights out this fall camp. The game looked like it was slowing down for him, and he was more explosive. He was making guys miss in space, but also making plays vertically as well. So I think he's going to have a big year, obviously wearing that number 0 now. And I think Tyler Morris, Semaj Morgan, Frederick Moore, all 3 of them going to be Michigan's top receivers this season. Can't wait to watch them. They are all explosive and have great speed. And Frederick Moore, he specializes in his route running. That's been said in the past. And Michigan obviously did go out in the transfer portal to get depth at the wide receiver position, which was huge. So then I also wanted to talk about some recruiting news in this video. And I did mention in a community post when it happened Friday morning when the 2025 4-star defensive lineman, top 100 defensive lineman Nathaniel Marshall flipped his commitment from Michigan to Auburn. It happened after Thursday night when Auburn was really starting to pick up steam. They got multiple predictions put in for them to flip him from Michigan. So it does suck to lose him, especially since it's thought to be Michigan lost him because of money, but it is what it is. Michigan definitely will have to go after and get another defensive lineman. And then potentially some good news though, Michigan, we have talked about in the past about the 2025 4-star currently Auburn cornerback commit Donovan Starr, as they are still continuing to go after him, trying to flip him. Auburn does have many defensive back commits in the class, which certainly will help Michigan's chances. It also helps that Donovan Starr was a Michigan fan growing up, but Starr did tell E.G. Holland of the Wolverine that I'm committed to Auburn right now, but I'm not going to say that my recruitment is closed. I'm going to take a few visits here and there and see how it goes. He did say he has a good relationship with Coach Lamar Morgan, and even though he plays at Ravenwood High School in Tennessee, he said that they treat me like a Midwest kid because I'm originally from Illinois. And he did say I was a Michigan fan in Illinois growing up. They just won the Natty, so I have to take that into consideration. It's Michigan. So obviously Michigan trying to get him back on campus for an official visit this fall. Michigan does have one cornerback commit in the 2025 class from the 4-star cornerback Jaden Sanders, now trying to flip Donovan Starr. There's also been other flip targets that they've been going after, even some in the Texas A&M recruiting class as well. And then I also wanted to give an update on the 2026 5-star running back Savion Hyder, as he has released his top 5 schools, as he's down to Tennessee, Michigan, Georgia, Penn State, and Ohio State. Michigan a major contender in this one as they make the top 5 list for him. And yeah guys, an exciting week upcoming, 5 days away. Obviously going to be some videos leading up to the game on this channel. Hopefully I should be able to make make a pregame video as well, previewing the Michigan-Fresno State game. And again, shout out to BetUS for sponsoring, guys. Go check them out. I would appreciate it. And with that, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you're new around here. I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.